Hello and welcome to Premodern MtG. My name is Sligh, and today I show you 4.5 decks that tier 1 in Premodern by opinion of MTG decks website, and at the same time with little budget tricks cheaper than new standard Sheoldred for $90. I take the price from MTG decks too, actually from Card Kingdom site, and you can see Sheoldred the Apocalypses cost $90. Very expensive card for standard. It's even more expensive than Jason Man Sculptor at the time of Here's Glory. But anyway, this card playable in a lot of formats. And I want to say that this video can be very helpful for your friends that choose between start play Premodern or buy one copy of Sheoldred. Also, I need to tell you about some important point. In some communities proxy is legal. So, of course, if you can proxy your deck, it will be cheaper than not only Sheoldred but also a basic swamp. At the same time, in most of communities, proxy is not, they're not proxy friendly. But in Premodern we have sometimes a legal gold bordered version of cards, and it helps you to make decks cheaper. For big events you will need to find real versions, but maybe you take it to the time, maybe you can reamp it, or actually if you build your deck, you can for 2 months buy the real copy of card, not the gold bordered one. So let's start from the Deadguy L archetype. In MTG decks it's like tier 1, but it's not honest statistic, because in one section we can see 2 decks, Deadguy L and Black and White Control. Deadguy L is midrange and Black and White Control, it's surprise, but it's Control, it's different decks. They have similar, I think, 40 or even 15 cards, but archetype is different. And as you can see, these decks, each one of them already costs cheaper than the Sheoldred. But because we have a lot of similar cards in both decks, you can buy $90, buy cards with both of them. You can even take not one, but 2 Premodern decks to play events instead of Sheoldred. Of course, I don't mention before that MTG decks show you price for much cheaper version of cards, and it includes the prints. So if you want to build beautiful deck with old frame cards, it will be not so cheap, but for start, reprints that legal format is okay, I think. You can pimp your deck after. Next one, after Black and White archetype, will be the Rock. Pretty good mid-range deck, also close to Control. Put into play big creatures, discard hand, like mid-range Deadguy, and even have reanimation tricks inside. But also have some expensive cards, you can see it costs $150. But we can make it cheaper by simple budget tricks. You can see most expensive card here is Recurring Nightmare. This costs €45 or $45 for copy. Not cheap actually, yes. But a legal gold border version of the Recurring Nightmare costs not $45 but $5. So we can remove $80 from total price of the deck. Maybe 17, but it's already a little bit cheaper than Sheoldred, even with 2 Hermits. Let's go to the next deck. It will be Control 1, Land Steel, blue and white control deck. Like classic Control. Counter spells, destroy creatures, and draw cards. Win slowly, buy. In this case, win condition will be lands or a lot of tokens. Mostly lands, so it's not very fast, as you understand. You can see deck costs $265. It's more expensive than one Sheoldred, so let's check what we can remove from here. Enlightened Tutor and Humility, most expensive cards in main deck. Not lands, I mean. And of course they're fine. Tutor helps you to find Humility or Stand Still or some specific answers. But actually, I think you can use 3rd copy of Wrath of God instead of Humility, and already made that cheaper. And let's not remove Tutor. Tutor helps us to find the Stand Still. Instead, let's look at our fetchlands. Folded Strand. No? Here we can see the gold bordered war version, and by some reason Card Kingdom show us price in $30, but it's not true. Actually, this one gold bordered version costs close to $10. So we can buy 3 by the price of 1 actual fetchland, or for $40, not for $120. And after this, after removing 50, 170, it will be already cheaper than Sheoldred by Card Kingdom prices. Also, if you don't want to use gold bordered fetchlands, you can just remove them from this deck. So yes, if we change fetchlands for cheaper, this deck will be not so expensive. And fun. If you like to play with control decks, of course, because not everyone like to draw and go strategy. Now we go to last deck. This deck is a Burn or Sligh or Mono Red. Very popular, very aggressive, and this deck cost close to $300. Not so cheap. What's so expensive cards here? First one is Cursed Scroll. Nice artifact. It's help you to deal damage even if your opponent has the Circle of Protection red, because it's artifact, it's not red. It will deal 2 points of damage each turn, very fine. It costs $20 for a regular version, but again we have the gold bordered version and it costs $2. So 3 copies of Cursed Scroll with gold border will cost $6, not 60, it's fine. And 2 more expensive cards here is Fetchlands again, Wooded Foothills and Bloodstained Mire. Fetchlands, not for stabilization here, I think you understand. There needs to minimize chance to draw land. With each Fetchland you remove from your deck 2 lands, not 1, so you will have more chances to draw a Burn spell and deal damage to opponent, not draw land. At the same time, in Legacy format, Burn was 2 or 3 years ago good deck too. Right now it's, I think, unplayable, but 2 or 3 years ago it was playable. And cheapest version of budget Burn in Legacy have not Fetchlands, only basic mountains, and still work, it's okay. We have not gold-bordered version of Foothills, but we have gold-bordered version of Bloodstained Mire. So not for 30, but for $10, I think, maybe even cheaper, but I think 10. For $10, for $40 you can buy 4 Fetchlands for your deck and use it. And with this change, deck will cost again cheaper than Sheoldred. Of course, Premodern is not so, you know, funny format like a standard. It have big drawback. In Premodern we have not new sets, so if you build deck, it will not transform to garbage after a few months, and you will play with this deck all the time. It's boring, right? It's better to buy new cards each year. But anyway, many Premodern players have no problem with this. They build different decks and play with them year by year, so it can be funny. Thank you for watching up to the end. If you like this video, please support me by leaving a comment, press the like button or subscribe to the channel. Or you even can join my Patreon, link can be found in the description of the video. Have a nice games and have a nice day. Bye.